Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's vegan time. Look what I got. I got a whole Instant Pot full of potatoes. Well, 3 potatoes. This time of year again when the Hobbits come through trying to get rid of some kind of ring. So it's also St. Patrick's Day
talking about.
Taters, precious. Hobbits love taters. So
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew?
Exactly. So if you've got some coming through, you're going to have to feed them. So
did you take something before this?
I've been sick.
Are you on cold medicine right now?
Yes. All right. So all joking aside, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. And if you're vegan, you're probably not going to go to the Chicago deli and get a Reuben. Sorry. We're going to have to make do with what we have. And what we have is pretty damn good. We've got potato pie. It's kind of like what they call cold cannon, I guess, which is potatoes and cabbage mixed together. This is going to be better, though. Trust. Have I let you down before? No. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is cook our potatoes. So I scraped the skin off of 3 of these big russet potatoes. You could use instant mashed potatoes, but I don't recommend it because it's not going to taste as good. It's going to taste really good if we do it this way. You don't have to do this in the Instant Pot. You could cut these potato salad rules and just cook it on top of the stove in some water. But I'm going to do this in the Instant Pot because it's going to be quicker. And I want to have this for lunch. So I already boiled some water. I'm going to cover my potatoes with the boiling water. And I'm going to cook these under pressure for 20 minutes. And while those are cooking, we're going to cook the filling for our Hobbit's Delight. So let's take this over to the Instant Pot. Bloop! Alright, turn on my power strip. Put my lid on with the sealing, and we're going to do 20 minutes under pressure. So we'll let that do its thing. And now over here in the fry pan on the stove, we're going to cook the filling. Alright, the great thing about this is it's pretty much a garbage pie. And by garbage, I don't mean garbage. I mean whatever you got left over is going to be just great. But I don't really have any leftovers today. Shock and horror, right? So we're just going to make it fresh. I'm going to do an Irish-ish filling. So I've got some, well, that's not true. I do have this left over from the other day. I have some cabbage here. I have, well, this is fresh, an onion. I have a yellow carrot. And this is left over, just a little piece of Beyond sausage, the bratwurst one. That's going to add a lot of flavor and not a lot of badness to it. So this is going to be like 96% goodness. So let's start with our carrot. We're just going to julienne it. And I love the mandolin. It doesn't always love me. I've given up part of my fingers to the mandolin.
Oh.
Make sure you use the guard. Don't be a dummy like me. I'm going to finish up julienning this carrot, and then probably about half this onion, and then we'll meet together at the pan. All right, I hope I have carrot in my teeth. Anyway, we're ready to start cooking the filling, finally, after all this hype. All right, so we're going to put this on medium-high. We're going to add just a little bit of olive oil, totally optional, because if you're not using meat, you're probably going to want it. But, and by meat, I mean vegan meat. This has a lot of oil in it, so it's probably, gonna make it a little bit oily. So you don't really need to add a lot of oil. So we're just gonna start by browning this off a little bit. Then we're gonna add the onion and carrot, and then finally the cabbage. And that's gonna be our filling. And then we just set that aside. And the potatoes should be ready by then. So this is all going to come together pretty quickly after we get this filling made. Alright, so you can see this really isn't a lot of meat. And the great thing about vegan replacement meats is you really don't need a lot. It should be an accent, not like the main event. So you really don't need a lot. And You guys know, if you've ever had Hobbits over in the past, they do like gravy with their pie. So we're also going to be serving this with a gravy over the top, which is super simple because now they have vegan powdered gravies at the store that are really, really tasty. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to reinvent the wheel and make a gravy from scratch. We're going to make this super simple so that at a moment's notice, we can be able to serve, geez, I don't know, 4 to 6 hungry hobbits.
That's ambitious.
I know, right? Well, this is only first lunch or dinner. 2nd to 11 is up to them.
There goes the cabbage.
It looks like a lot, but don't worry. It's going to melt down. It's not going to melt. It's going to shrink down. It's going to get shrinkage. So it's gonna be fine. Also, if you wanted to use fresh sauerkraut, I did this the other day with sauerkraut, and I mixed it with the mashed potato part. Today I'm not mixing it with the potato part. I'm going to keep it separate. It's going to be a little more fancy. But if it's, you know, just you and the fam, definitely go with some sauerkraut and mix it in, and it'll be just fine. Alright, now we're ready to add the seasonings. Hobbits like their food not that strong tasting, so we're just going to go really basic with the
Is that
seasonings.
canon? I feel like you're...
What?
I feel like you're kind of improving here.
No. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
We're just going to put a little granulated garlic. That's probably like a half a teaspoon, maybe 2/3 of a teaspoon. Some fresh ground pepper, because that gives it a lot of flavor. I love pepper with cabbage. It's really nice. And we have some Himalayan sea salt in here as well. Don't skimp on the salt, because it will also, I mean, don't go nuts, but don't leave it out, because that'll help get the water out, the moisture out of the cabbage. And we don't want this to be soggy. We want our cabbage to be dry, you know, wilted down and dry. So as soon as this starts to look floppy, we could turn off the heat and set this aside. Alright, our potatoes are out of the pressure cooker and they are ready to be mixed. We're going to be adding some flavoring here. We're going to add a little bit of vegan butter. Optional. I think it gives a nice flavor though. That's probably what, like a tablespoon? We're going to add some parsley just for fun, because it's going to make it look nice. And flavor, you know, flavor-wise too. It's probably going to add a little bit. And we're going to season our potatoes, because nobody likes potatoes that are unsalted. I mean, unless you're low salt, you're used to that. I'm not used to having potatoes with no salt. So I'm going to salt my potatoes. We're also going to add in some nutritional yeast.
Ooh.
To make it taste a little bit cheesy, and it's also gonna it's just gonna help it hold together a little bit. So that was like 3 tablespoons ish, maybe a 1/4 cup. All right, so we're gonna give this a good mix. All right, we're also gonna add a little bit of moistener. So today we're using a little bit of oat milk. That was probably like a 1/4 cup. We're also going to add in just a couple of tablespoons of flour. If you're gluten-free, you can use a gluten-free flour. Just a little bit. We don't want to go crazy with it. It's just to help it, make it hold together a little bit better. So once we get this completely and homogeneously mixed up, we're going to press half of this into this pie dish here. The other day, I made this for Sunday dinner. And I used this big dish over here. So I doubled the recipe and it came out fantastic in a big dish like that. This is the first time I'm making it in a small dish, honestly. You don't want to mix this too much either. You want it to be like bricks and mortar. You want it to have some texture, because honestly I feel like if it's too smooth, it tastes better when there's a little bit of
chunkies.
Yeah, a little bit of texture in there. So let me get this mixed and pressed into the pan. Alright, so I greased this pie dish already. I'm going to slop this up as best as I can.
Oh, geez.
And we're going to put half of it. So we're just going to press it in. Make it like a potato pie crust. Bring it up the sides a little bit. It doesn't matter if it's if you let it cool off or if it's hot. It's not going to be a big deal. But we just basically want everything covered because we want the cabbage inside to be like a little surprise. All right, now we're ready to put our cabbage in the middle. I see a little rat has already been tasting this.
It's really good.
I'm always amazed at like when I have leftovers that it always ends up being like the perfect amount to fit in whatever I'm making. That's like the perfect amount.
Wow.
All right, so now we're going to dump the rest of this on top and smooth it out. We're going to try and make it look attractive. Shouldn't be too difficult. It might even help if you wet the spoon a little bit so that it doesn't stick to the spoon.
This is going to be so good.
Right. I like to push it away from the edges a little bit too so that it kind of looks like a spaceship. Yeah, I'm going to just wet this a little bit so that it won't stick. Oh, yeah. All right, so it kind of looks like a shepherd's pie. We're going to pop this. I'm going to do this in the toaster oven today. We're going to pop it in the toaster oven at 375 for 40 to 50 minutes. It might even be a little bit longer depending on your oven. But we want it to be golden. Golden, light brown. So let's take it over. And say goodbye. See you in 40 to 50 minutes.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. I was just slaving over making this gravy. It took all of 1 minute. It's just a vegetarian brown gravy. Vegetarian meaning vegan. Sometimes they call it vegetarian because there's different types of vegetarian. So this is a very nice, simple gravy. All you have to do is add 1 cup of water, heat it up, whisk it up, and you're ready to go.
But look at this.
Yes, so this came out after 50 minutes, right? And it's had a little time to set. So let's cut into this bad boy.
Oh, it smells so good.
I feel like it's a little loose. Like the one that we
so?
had the other day was, I might have put like a little bit more flour in. But it's up to you. If you like it loose, have it loose. If you like it thicker, do it thicker.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah, see, it didn't. Oh, it smells so wonderful.
Right?
Yeah, let's try and make it a little pretty.
And we're going to try it.
We are going to try it, but we're going to... Oh, wow, it's so hot, too. We're going to put a little gravy on the top. Make it nice. Do a real Dorinda. Now, who would not want this?
I'm salivating.
Whether your Hobbit calls it Taters precious, potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. This is it. This is what they want. This is what... All right, run over here like a toddler. Now it's very, very hot.
Okay.
So be wary. Be wary. Be wary. Be very, very wary.
Bowie. Oh.
Bowie said, I'm a heffalump and a woozle.
So cute. Wow, it smells so good.
What will the Hobbit say?
I'm just scared that I'm going to burn
It's hot.
myself.
It's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the winner.
Whether you make it as a garbage pie or you make all of the fillings fresh, I think it's a great quick lunch, dinner, leftover.
Oh my god.
She can't stop eating it.
Ah! So thank you all so much for watching. Definitely recommend that you try this one.
Perfect
so
for
good.
St. Patrick's Day.
Or any day.
Yeah.
And let us know if you do try it, because we love
hearing about it, hearing how it went, seeing pictures. So tag us and
subscribe for more.
Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It's a good time.
It's free.
Yeah, it is. So let us know what you think. And thanks again for watching. Until next time, much love.